Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. I honestly can't remember the last time that I've used a hero card in FC26. It honestly has felt like they've been forgotten about. No more hero player pick SBCs, not that anybody would really do one anyway. No more hero player SBCs, at least since the Trophy Titans promo. And of course, there's been no hero cards in packs either. I guess there maybe was this Blaze Matuidi, but let's be honest, who's doing that? Well, that's about to change because we have a full hero promo that is leaked to be coming this Friday, which, let's be honest, might just be filler content as we head into World Cup stuff, but at least it'll be interesting. We're going to take a look at those leaks plus the official team of women's Barca players that may drop today, all 96 rated with 3 playstyle pluses, 5-star, 5-star, and our first leak of max 92 evolutions has been talked about as well for next week's content. We'll talk about maybe how we can invest in that and what content we'll get today on Tuesday. If you guys are excited for this one, drop a thumbs up with the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Let's cover yesterday's Monday content where we had, of course, the best game mode return, the Gauntlet. Ultimate Gauntlet 18, though, actually requires you to win more games. You have to complete 9 of these 10 objectives, and the last objective to complete is either going to be win 10 matches or score in 14. Usually, you just have to win 7. I got the Ultimate Gauntlet 17 done 2 weeks ago by just winning 7 matches and playing 8 games. So it takes an extra few games this time around to get it all done. You do get, the nice Goretzka. You do get a couple of decent evils in here as well. Intercept plus and pinged pass base for a max 90. Here's another one that gives some more play styles. Again, it's max 90. It's up to only 7 base play styles. That's not good. I guess the Intercept plus is really the good one there. The Goretzka card is a 92, as we're going to look at today. Could be a card that, kind of needs an Evo. Could be a card that gets an Evo in the next couple of weeks through Season Pass evolutions based on that league. But it's good packs, it's good player picks, and it is a fun mode. Plus, there's the bonus reward as well that gives you some really good packs. So I still think it is worth playing the Gauntlet. Just a little bit weird to see those extra wins required in there for now. Now, there was another objective that was dropped yesterday as well called the Get in the Game Milestones objective, and it gives a Evo group reward for Quick Step Plus max 90, and also a very solid Evo in here for just playing 5 matches. The Perfect Timing Evo. It's a max 90 chain evolution that it takes attack positioning and finishing up to 94 overall. So that is cool. And then there's some end of an eras inside of here. You got Simon Trejo hits and John Stones. To get this John Stones card, you got to concede 1 goal in 8 separate matches, 1 goal or less in 8 separate matches using the 5-2-1-2 formation. And yes, you can do it in squad battles. That might be one of the best places to do it, but this card doesn't even look that crazy. Intercept, anticipate, and pinged. Like, he does look good, but he doesn't look crazy. He needs an Evo, right? 3-star, 4-star, center back, right mid, and CDM. The stats are solid, but once again, you look at him and say, for a 91 rated card at this stage of the game with the other end of errors that we've gotten, 87 pace, needs an Evo for sure. So that's there if you want to go ahead and collect that. Now, speaking of evolutions, we did have a new Evo that dropped yesterday. It is a chain Evo. But the thing that I find interesting about this is, as we're kind of leveling up the overalls that we can Evo in this part of the game, we're getting to max 89 Evos now that do not boost the overall, as we consider these chain Evos, right? In the last couple of weeks, we've started to move this way. The Elite Link Up Evo was max 89, no boost to the overall. This Spinning Top Evo, max 89, no boost to the overall. We've only had 88s up to this point, like the Quick Twitch Evo and the Keep the Ball evolutions. Those have been the ones that are our chain Evos, and now we're finally leveling up here. That is nice. This Hazard card is perfect for this evolution because it gives +2 shooting, agility, and ball control, up to 93 shooting, 95 agility and ball control. Those are pretty high stat boosts. So very good for Eden Hazard. There's actually a Ronaldinho, the SBC Dino, that I'm going to just put into this Evo right now because he is perfect for it. Takes his shooting up to 93, and he's not even 89 rated, but I'm absolutely taking the shooting up on that Dino because this is going to be a monster chain Evo that I get done at some point. Just going to keep chipping away, getting some stat upgrades on this card, and make him an absolutely crazy item. So that's a solid Evo. I know it's only a chain, but I think that was a solid one that dropped yesterday. Now let's go to SBCs and talk about the latest end of an era that we got yesterday, and that is a very good value Ashley Young card. Look at the play styles and the stats on this card. Quick Step, Intercept, and Jockey Plus with great base play styles. Only thing you would be lacking on this card, or that you would like to see more of on this card, would be strength. 81 strength. The physical stats are a little bit low without that. The pace is phenomenal. Dribbling, passing, shooting, defending, phenomenal. I mean, he's almost 9 Golden Gang besides that physical. And if you use maybe like a what would the chem style be? An anchor chem style or another chem style that boosts physicality? He could go to club 90. And that's an insane card for the price of only 50K. An 86 and 87 rated squad. Very, very easy to get done. And again, he is able to be played in multiple areas of the pitch. Right back, left back, and right mid. 4-star, explosive. Maybe not the most meta card you could say for a fullback, but still a very, very good item with great playstyle pluses. His SBC is 84% upvoted. For a good reason. If you need a fun right back to use in the gauntlet, that is your guy right there. Now, also yesterday, we had the League One TOTS upgrade, of course, as we move through kind of the leagues of team of the season that have been released so far. But League One was the second to last. Today, we should be getting La Liga. And also, as we talk about for today's content, we got to get another sort of TOTS upgrade. Like a 91 plus pick would be cool. But upgrades in general right now is what we're lacking. Let's be honest. We have the 81 plus 4 of 10 pick that was new yesterday and the 82 plus 1 of 3 that dropped as well. Now, this is an upgrade from the 81 plus 1 of 4. It only requires 4 golds, 3 of them rare. So it is very easy to get this 82 plus pick done. And I like the 82 plus pick. Don't get me wrong. I was just hoping for more, like we've been talking about for the past couple of days. I don't want to complain about that every single day and sound like a broken record, but it's just a little bit disappointing with the big SBC of Salah that is out and with the other SBCs that we have, the end of an eras, which, to be fair, are not all that expensive, but specifically the Salah. Like, I mean, it's still wild that we have a 36 segment SBC, but no way to grind him other than the 3 daily 84 by 10s and an 82 plus player pick with, of course, like the daily refreshing 86 by 2. Like, that stuff doesn't count for me. Those are cool. Those are there. Those help. But it's got to be something that's like unlimited repeatable or almost unlimited repeatable to like grind that out. And I know that I'm thinking of last year's 82 by 20 that we had. And I guess this year EA is like, well, slower power curve. Well, I don't know. Maybe not, man. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Are you feeling like we're missing another part of the upgrade pack grind, or is it just me out here on an island? Now, these 82 plus player picks, I wanted to do a set of 10 for the video. I'm not expecting to get a lot of blues from this. That's the thing. Like, I know it's Ultimate Team of the Season, so the TOTS cards are harder to pack because they're higher rated, most of them at least. But, like, that's just, I didn't get a single walkout out of 10 right there. And, you know, I'd rather do the crafting upgrades because I will get occasional walkouts out of those. I thought the chance of an eFigs pick this week would have given us some good opportunities to pack blues. It's just not been great for the upgrade pack grind during Ultimate Team of the Season. But I do want to take a look at other content that happened yesterday in terms of upgrades. We had the 96 rated boost given out for Vicky Lopez and Irene Paredes, and their cards dropped as expected after those upgrades. But if you bought in that low point, we kind of talked about this with the Sancho card. We knew that when the upgrades would happen, that these two cards would drop and then they'd maybe rise back up after that. If you were able to pick this card up at 860,000 coins or so, you're looking pretty for a rise, probably now upwards, as we maybe get the full team of those 96 rated Barca women's players as soon as today. So her card looks crazy. 99 pace, 97 dribble, 94 shooting, 95 passing, 5'5", a 97.7 footbin rating. That card looks nuts. Irene Paredes as well got the upgrade. She went from 400K down to 190,000 coins. Guys, this is why you always sell in the hype. That is absolutely wild. It should be safer to hold on to these cards now. I'm not going to say that both Irene Paredes and Vicky Lopez are just going to go to the moon from here on out. But again, look at what has happened to Sancho. Sancho was 900K after his upgrade happened, right? Panic sold with Salah. Upgrade happened. Boom. Down to 872. And then he's been going up since then, all the way back up to 1.2 to 1.3 million coins. So hopefully that same sort of thing happens with Vicky Lopez, although it's not a guarantee, especially with that full team of the women's Barca cards that are coming out. So we got those upgrades yesterday, but we didn't get the fantasy upgrades, man. Was the fantasy upgrade guy on holiday, but the road to the final card guy who upgrades these, was he not on holiday? I don't know. I thought those were going to be upgraded today as well because Mondays have been a common day where the fantasies get boosted. But I guess we'll look forward to today on Tuesday, maybe, for those cards to get their upgrades in terms of playstyle pluses and the overall boost that they are deserving. So watch out for the other players like the Gyökeres, the Gervinho, the others that we mentioned that have been waiting for these upgrades for a long time since now the leagues are over. And the last thing from yesterday's content to really discuss would be price range downgrades, right? We talk about price range upgrades sometimes, but when cards are not selling at their minimum price, they get price range downgrades. Like this Veerman was min price 103,000 coins and dropped all the way to 37,000. We must be in the end game. It is end game times when you see a card like this with those stats only being 40,000 coins on the market. So that was crazy to see that price drop as much as it did on the market. But on the other side of things, the Villa team that went out of packs just keeps climbing. Like I bought that Morgan Rogers on the video. Oh my gosh, he's almost 1 million coins. I bought him yesterday for 810 and he's 950,000 coins. 990 he had a couple of sales at just a few hours ago. That is absolutely phenomenal. Pau Torres was 800k. He's now 1.05. Lindelof is up to 540. Ollie Watkins, I literally bought yesterday. You guys saw it on my transfer list. I bought it right before the video for 510,000 coins. He's 650 now. Oh my goodness, these cards are absolutely flying because they're super rare. Like we talked about, people want to use them because they are hype and they have pretty good stats. So that's why we're going to probably invest in the Women's Champions League Barca cards in the right timing as well when those do come out. Now, also on the market, the Ultimate Tots cards. We kind of use Harry Kane here as our example. Their prices are continuing to do good things as well. They're a lot more stable. We said that in yesterday's video. If you wanted to buy one of these for your team, try it out, use it in a weekend league, you're pretty safe to do so. Harry Kane was 960 yesterday, rose all the way to 1.1 in the early morning hours, and is now still 960,000 coins. So you're sitting pretty on those cards, if you're being honest. Modric, kind of same thing, 810k yesterday from 820 down to 804, back to 850. Like the prices are staying in their normal ranges. They're not continuing to crash like they were in the few days before this. So if you do want to try one of these cards out, again, it feels pretty safe to do so. What would change that? Maybe the women's Barca cards would change up the market a little bit. Will the hero cards that are dropping this weekend change it up? I wouldn't necessarily expect them to, but we're going to watch the market super duper close, of course. I feel like most of our drastic price changes have already come. We've already experienced the big market crash of Ultimate Tots. The only thing with that women's Barca team and the World Cup mode could be that those two things combine to make the market drop a little bit, but it all depends on how it works out. Now, speaking of World Cup mode, before we get into the promo that is coming on Friday with the hero cards, we've got a lot of news to discuss, and one of those is the World's Game update, which is what we talked about a couple of days ago here on the channel, that the World Cup mode that is going to come out, the standalone mode that is going to come out in this game, could be pretty soon, and there's already a download date that is shown on FC Mobile. Like, this is the FC Mobile, like it's in the App Store. It talks about a major update that is coming on Thursday morning. So that actually could mean that this World Cup mode is dropping sooner than we actually realized. And there's another guy here, Witcher FC on Twitter. He's been a guy who's really been right about the date of pitch notes and some of the updates that come out in this game, like consistently through the years. And he is saying that today, he said this yesterday, today we may have pitch notes about the World Cup mode, once again called the World's Game. So keep a close eye out for that. We'll see if we have any announcements from EA, and if we do, we'll absolutely be talking about that on the stream today. Again, my number one question with all that is, what is the connectivity going to be like inside of Ultimate Team? Is there going to be an Ultimate Team mode for the World Cup, or is it going to be a standalone mode where maybe you just play it, get rewards for Ultimate Team, or will it be like FIFA 23 where there's no connectivity to Ultimate Team as well? Who knows? We'll find out very soon. Also, yesterday it was leaked that Season Pass, the next Season Pass, is going to contain 92 rated evolutions that will allow us to fit 3 playstyle pluses in it. So that's nice that Evos are moving up to 92 rated, and it's super nice. I like what he says here as well. Let's hope we get a change for regular Evos because most of our players have 3 playstyle pluses. 100%. We've got these objective evos that give us the ability to make 3 play style plus cards, but then you go into here and you see the evos that EA are dropping on promo Fridays and on the weekend, like the Making the Case evo, and it's max 2 play style pluses, and some of us have 91 rated CDMs that would fit into this that have 3 play style pluses, so they don't fit and get the stats upgrade, and that's a little bit disappointing. So that is nice to see, but once again, that's a part of the season pass. So that would not be until next week. We still have a little over a week left of this current season. And as we head into the next season, which will definitely be World Cup related and probably like North America, like this World Cup related there, that's kind of what we're looking for in terms of when those evos will be dropping. So that's not like right now, or that's not even a promo Friday evolution. That's going to be evos inside of the season pass. One thing you could do to get ahead of the game is just look at your club and maybe look around the market for 92 rated cards that people would be very excited to evo. Look at some of the more meta names inside of here when you search around on Footbin per se. I'm not going to tell you to go buy Lamine Yamal's 92 rated card for 660,000 coins because, again, these are season pass evos, and they're probably near the middle to end of this upcoming season pass, which means you're not going to be able to get them right away when they drop next week. So I'm not saying invest in these like right now, but as we level up to a new tier of Evo cards fitting into evolutions, it's just good to look at the next rating, because as we've seen, since we've leveled up from 86s to 87s to 88s to 89s, there's always cards that move in price. Some of the more popular players at that rating will end up moving in price, especially if they don't have any other new special cards by that time. Cole Palmer didn't make the England squad for the World Cup. Maybe at some point in the next couple of weeks as you head into the World Cup, this card becomes very popular for a max 92 Evo and goes boom off the charts in terms of price and goes from like 400K to a million or something. Like, that's the sort of thing that could happen with the World Cup upcoming and some of those Evos going to max 92. So just put some of those cards on your radar. Maybe like make a squad. This is what I like to do sometimes. This is an OG trading tip. Make a squad of players that are 92 rated that you may want to invest in or that you may want to Evo, and just kind of check their price every couple of days as we get closer and closer to those Evos coming out. That's a good way to kind of remind yourself of what players you would maybe want to invest in, and kind of connect to their prices without having to go to Footbin all the time and search them up. Just having a squad of those players can be really helpful to remember what you were thinking about there. Now, let's get to the conversation of what is this Friday, which, as I said in the intro, this full primetime Heroes team that is coming soon kind of feels like a bit of a filler promo before World Cup content. Like, EA's like, we're going to drop World Cup content, like right at the start of June, 2 weeks before the World Cup comes out. What do we do between the end of TOTS and the start of the World Cup? Oh, heroes, because we haven't dropped any new hero cards in freaking months, and that's the facts, right? I haven't seen a hero card that's been interesting for me to even think about using. Maybe a hero SBC, anything like a player pick. For months, it almost seems. Heroes feel like they've almost been forgotten about this year, like more so than ever, because the hero, like, player pool of players, it's got some new additions. Like, EA is trying to keep it fresh, but like they just don't get cards enough. I don't know. You guys let me know. Maybe you've got hero cards in your team that I'm completely forgetting about. But the last hero SBCs that I remember were like a couple of the Trophy Titans that were actually good. But we're going to full hero promo this Friday on this game, and that could make things interesting. I'm not saying I'm against heroes. I'm just saying make heroes like fun to use again. Give us a reason to want these cards. We got some big names in this promo. This is the full team of players that is coming into packs on Friday for this Primetime Heroes team. It is not official stats. You got Hazard, Yaya Toure, Sasic, Georges, De Rossi, Gilberto Silva, Nasib, Zeriberto, Pizarro, Salgado, Jill Scott, Yap Stam is going to be getting another card, and the names continue to go. Matuidi, Mike Hahn, Tim Howard. I will need to pack that card for the USA team. Fabregas, Micah Richards getting a new card there. Nor, Honus, Bierhoff, Cambiaso, Carragher, Mackay, and Mandzukic. So it is a very interesting list of names for this full hero promo. And I'm really going to be curious to know too, how many of these cards will have 4 playstyle pluses? Will like the top half of the team have 4 playstyle pluses and the bottom half just have 3? I mean, it's going to be similar to Trophy Titans, where if it's only heroes in packs, like we had during Trophy Titans, icons, and heroes, these cards will still be pretty packable. Like, remember, everybody thinks when it's an all icon or an all hero promo that you won't be packing any of those cards. But I mean, check your club. You probably still have 89 Ball Pastor, 90 Lizarazu. He was super packable from this promo. There was this Berbatov was everywhere. This Barzagli was everywhere during that promo as well. You've probably got plenty of these cards from that Trophy Titans promo. I think these cards are going to be decently packable as well. But then the question arises, do you start saving packs for the World Cup content? That's really going to be a tempting thought for me. I mean, because yeah, I want to pack Tim Howard and stuff like that from this team, just looking over it. Like, whatever the official stats are for these cards, that'll play into things too. But the World Cup is upcoming. So that's why it seems a little bit like a filler content promo, but we'll just have to see, especially with the SBCs. Like, if they drop a Quaresma SBC, hold on a minute, then we might have to go and get involved in that, because there are some of these heroes that would be very interesting to use if EA gave us a reason to use them. Like Quaresma, that would be the top example that I can think of. You know, maybe they give us a Rudy Voller. Maybe they give us, I don't know if they're doing little bro versions of this promo, like SBCs or anything like that. It doesn't seem like they're going to, but like Di Natale. This is a card, especially in this meta with Finesse Plus. Di Natale's got some of the craziest finesses in the game year over year. He's just a guy you know is going to have crazy finesse shots. What if he gets an SBC during this promo? That would be a really good card that could be potentially coming out. So that's just one thing to watch out for. These are the full list of names here. Watch out for the official stats and then the SBC names that will probably be leaked today on Wednesday. Now, sorry, Tuesday, not Wednesday. Also today, the Barcelona team that could be coming into packs. We're going to talk about this. All of the leaks have come in for the official stats for these cards. This is the full team with the official stats. That's why I'm wondering if we're actually going to see these cards in packs today. Puteus, Payor, Bonmati top the list here. Payor got Enforcer Plus with the Rapid, Incisive, and Finesse Plus. Don't know about that one. Obviously, a lot of these players already have very high-level cards, but another card version that is coming in. And guys, look at this Esme Brooks. 96 pace, 96 dribble, 95 defending and passing. Holy card. Some of these are just absolutely insane. Mapi Leon as a center back has 93 pace, 96 defending. Onabate, 97 pace on her card there. Patrick Guijarro looks crazy. Salma Parluelo looks insane. Claudia Pina looks ridiculous. Rapid, low-driven, and Tiki Taka. Like, yeah, that card's going to be expensive, and all these cards are going to be expensive, but they do look super meta and super OP, and a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on these cards. So if they come into packs today, that's going to make packs a little bit more interesting, but also those cards will be super rare and difficult to pack. Now, let's talk about Tuesday's content today to kind of round out the video. First thing is, we're getting an end of an era every day, so who's it going to be? Off the list of names that we had previous to this promo, there's still a few in here, like the Trippier that we have not seen yet. I don't think we've seen a Millie Bright, and if I missed it, maybe I haven't. I don't think we've seen Sule either from that list there. So a couple more names that could be released as SBCs today. Of course, as we mentioned, we'll get that La Liga Tots pack as a part of content today, and the 91 plus player pick that drops every single week from the previous week of Team of the Season is going to be expiring today as well. So this is the La Liga 91 plus. You can do that for your last chance at a Lamine Yamal and Fede Valverde and Shoumani and stuff like that. Claudia Pina from Liga F Tots. And then the new one that comes today, I'll be very interested to see if it changes. Will they just do a 91 plus pick for all the weeks of Team of the Season? Because if they do, that wouldn't be super hype. Do they do a Ultimate Tots only player pick? That would be super hype. Or do they do like a 93 plus pick for all of the eFigs leagues of Team of the Season? I don't know. I'm very curious to see what pack or player pick drops today, because Tuesday's player picks are usually the better ones. The Wednesday upgrades we've had in the past few weeks have not been as good just because they're not as quality. So I'm very interested to see what part of content drops today in place of that 91 pick that's expiring, and also the 86x2 upgrade. We've gone between the 86x2 and the 85x3 now for the past, I don't even know, like 2 months it seems. Maybe a little bit of a cheeky upgrade to that pack, but I don't want to get my hopes up too high because, well, you know, we've seen we have seen how poor the upgrade pack grind has been on this game. This is an Ultimate Tots guarantee pack just for the vibes. Center mid, Spanish Liga. Oh, I thought that might have been Putellas. I thought we had a Putellas on our hands. Instead, we do not. Putellas is a center mid. Man, Paulo Fernandez, what a troll. Well, it's of course a dupe as well. What a troll for that Putellas Tots card that is a center mid and not a cam. Do I have any other good packs in here real quick? 83 by 15. Oh, I got another Tots pack? These guys are hiding back here to my store. Random Tots pack. I don't think this is related to Ultimate Tots. Center back, Croatia. Vuskovic, my Spurs center back. Please call him back. He is unbelievable. Yeah, always a dupe. What a player, man. What a player. What a card. Now, chat, that's going to be the content for today in terms of the video, in my opinion. We will be back streaming live today on Tuesday. We'll see if that Barca women's team does come out. And, of course, we'll take a look through all of the new leaks and news that we get related to this promo on Friday and the World Cup stuff. Again, those leakers were kind of hinting at some World Cup news for the new World Cup mode today. So maybe pitch notes for that. We'll be talking about that today. And, of course, we'll be discussing it in the video tomorrow as well. But if you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it. Comment down below if you have any questions. And, of course, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you in a stream today. It's been TheFutAccountant. Have a great Tuesday. Peace out.